So, let me be very transparent with how we're going to be making this video. At the time of me recording this audio, the Canucks and the Blues game is not done. There are 5 minutes left in the third, it's a 5-0 game, and I am obviously not home. In fact, I had myself a pretty interesting day, but I feel like because the Canucks are winning, and I'm saying are winning and not have won because at the time of recording this, they have not won yet, I feel like if Canucks fans are tuning into this video, seeing my ugly mug for the first time in a while, you're probably in a good mood. So, let me take some time to talk about my day. Earlier today, I was at the mall, and whilst I was in the mall, I was walking by wearing this very Canucks sweater. I walked by a man. He walked the opposite side. He quickly turned around. He pointed at me, and he was like, "Canucks, right? You're on YouTube? I watch your stuff." And I was like, "Yeah," and then he quickly walked away and he turned around. It was really interesting. I've been recognized in public a ton before, so thank you to that anonymous viewer, whoever he is, that reached out to me. It was cool to interact with some of y'all in reality. It does happen quite often. Like, honestly, I can count on more than 2 hands the amount of times I've been recognized in public in the past year. But either way, that must have been a very positive testament as to how the night was going to go. For me personally, I have volleyball. There is the drop-in volleyball at the community center just in front of me over here. My friends are in there. A bunch of other people that I am close with and mutuals with are in there. We play every Friday. And because the thing starts at 9:30, I was like, okay, well, the Canucks game is going to end around 9:30. I could probably just step out, go in a car, get this entire setup going, which is really not great, but it's still whatever, and talk about it. So the Vancouver Canucks, at the time of recording this audio, are up 5-0. I can confidently say, based off of how I saw them play, which I did sit in my bedroom for the first 2 periods watching, and then once the third period began, that's when I had to leave and come out here. But the Vancouver Canucks are a team on a mission. And they accomplished so much in today's game that you cannot go out there and do anything except give them props. They were up so much in the shot attempts in this game, the shots period. In the first period, when you had Quinn Hughes scoring the first goal of the game, it was like 8-0 shots on goal. Shot attempts were like 17-0, whatever it was. At the end of the first period, shot attempts were like 30-something to only 7. Vancouver came into this game and they said, look, St. Louis is a tired team. They played Calgary yesterday. They beat Calgary yesterday, shut them out 3-0. Awesome for the Blues, but they're coming in on the overnight trip. They're here in Vancouver. They're in our barn. They're tired. They played a back-to-back. Let's take it to them. And from the opening draw, it seemed like both the Canucks and the referees were intent on making that happen. Now, sure, the Canucks had the first few power plays in the game. One of them was immediately in the first few seconds. But at the same time, you could go out there and say, hey, the Blues were committing legitimate fouls. Like, these were calls that probably should be called like 60-65% of the time. So for Vancouver to get those early power plays in the game and establish their rhythm early on, this is what you wanted to see. And sure, the Canucks did not capitalize on their power plays in that first period, but you did see some brilliant goals scored by brilliant players that we want to see score. Starting out with Quinn Hughes, Captain Hughes, the big C on his chest. He goes out there and rifles a shot right by Jordan Binnington, making it 1-0. This comes off of a brilliant play where the Canucks are just throwing it around. They're getting shots. They're maintaining pressure. They've got the zone time. They get a full-scale change whilst cycling it in the offensive zone in St. Louis territory. And eventually it's Quinn on the left point who gets it. He just walks right in and snipes it right by everybody. That is what a 3 B-tier defenseman can go out there and do, right? 3 B-tier captain defenseman who leads the NHL in plus-minus. And yeah, he did lead the NHL in plus-minus coming into tonight's game. He probably is up there even more now, right? But Quinn Hughes gets everything started in this game. And you give it a little bit. Sure, the Canucks have a few more chances, whatever. They end off the first period 1-0. But it's in the second period where Quinn Hughes comes to play once more. Faceoff is won by JT Miller. It's Brock Besser who plays it back over to the point. Quinn Hughes on the left point decides to cut across the middle. He goes for a little bit of a skate, and as he enters the right faceoff circle, he chucks a backhand towards the goal. It goes in off of Hayes' skate, and it's 2-0 Vancouver. Quinn with 2 goals in this one. Again, at the time of recording this audio, it's only 5-0. Quinn does not have a third. I mean, if he gets a third and it's 6-0 or whatever, then hey, cool. That would be amazing for Quinn Hughes to get a hat-trick. Please get a hat-trick. I have him on my fantasy team. But Quinn Hughes going out there and doing what it is that Quinn Hughes is able to do, just controlling the puck, making sure the puck is in safety. How he's able to just get the puck to dangerous areas. You chuck it on goal. Sometimes it goes in. That's what you want, right? And it's 2-0 at that point in the hockey game. Give it a little bit more, and this is where the Canucks start to really put the pressure on. Because just a few minutes later, it's Tyler Myers, actually, who ends up sending a long pass to Phil Giuseppe, who breaks right in, splits the D, comes in on Binnington, and he scores to make it 3-0. That was Phil Giuseppe assisted by Myers and JT Miller. So there you go. That is Miller. Is that right? I don't know. The game was a while ago. But you did have yourselves JT getting multiple assists in this one, and it's Myers who redeemingly gets himself a point on that Giuseppe goal. Give it a few more seconds, though, and as the Canucks are shorthanded, you have Elias Pettersson setting up JT for a shorthanded tally, too. Now, this is where I get a little bit ticked off. You know that I'm in my Hockey Fantasy YouTubers League. There are a bunch of other beauties who make hockey YouTube videos in my league, and for some reason, the shorthanded points are not counting as more. Like, JT Miller got a shorthanded goal assisted by Elias Pettersson, and there are no extra points for them scoring shorthanded. I'm just losing my matchup this week. That's why I'm pretty antsy about that. But Canucks shorthanded unit, the best shorthanded penalty-killing offensive unit in the league last year, goes to work here as St. Louis tries to break out of their own zone. The pass is picked off by Petey. He throws it up to Miller, who walks in and just dangles the living pants out of Jordan Binnington. 3 points on the night for JT. Awesome. Elias Pettersson with the shorthanded assist, even more awesome. And Jordan Binnington is looking like a fool, which a lot of Canucks fans here we like. Of course, you know, no ill will to Jordan Binnington at all. It's just, hey, you antagonized this entire fan base a few years ago with your comments. Now, at the end of the second period, I did not watch the rest of the game. I did have it on my phone, like, a little bit, like, waiting in line to buy the pass to play drop-in volleyball and all that, but at the end of the day, this is what I saw, the first 2 periods of play, and, you know, I kind of had a good feeling about leaving the game, coming out here, doing what it is that I'm doing with my friends, because I was like, you know, it's 4-0. Like, there's nothing more to learn here. Like, their Canucks are not going to blow this lead, right? And at the time of recording this audio, or starting the recording of the audio, they were up 5-0 with 5 minutes to go. Like, there's no way they're blowing this. They're going to win. It's a great, solid victory for Vancouver. They took it to a team that was lacking in their energy and in their motivation because they had already played last night. Elias Pettersson then sets up the Ilya Mikheyev goal. Andrei Kuzmenko throws it out in front, so eventually it's Mikheyev who is able to get on the board too. Good for him for getting a goal in the third period in this game, because this guy has been snake-bitten pretty badly to start out the year. Like, sure, I know he has contributed offensively and he has a few points, but Mikheyev has had so many chances in the first few games that he has played here where he's got like a backdoor cross-crease tap-in, or he just is on the perfect spot to put the puck into the open cage, but he fans on it, or his stick twigs itself the wrong way. Like, he has had some really bad luck at the start of this season. So seeing him get on the board, you know, extra stat patter kind of game, it's whatever. He needs that confidence to get going. Kuzmenko and Pettersson getting on the board too. That is awesome to see. And the Vancouver Canucks, at the time of recording this audio, are up 5-0. And okay, NHL final score, the notification just popped up. It is a 5-0 victory. I feel good about this video now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the Canucks beating the Blues 5-0. I gotta go back inside to play volleyball, but not before uploading this video to YouTube. Car vlog is over. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was done in one take, so I'm very, very proud. And bye.